Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope everyone is doing good at home. And welcome for today's session of math. Since we have started percentage analysis application from last 2 days, so today is the Thursday. So I'm going to cover profit and loss, which is a very important topic with you. And the grounding I've already done with you is going to be very much workable in profit and loss scenario also. So here we go on with the topic of today's, that is profit and loss. Fine. 30 April 21 is the date. Fine. Profit and loss. Now, since the term profit and loss in itself, it speaks volume about it, that profit is a very general term and loss is also a very general term. Profit meaning munafa, loss is your kahin pe nuksan hona. Fine. And that we are now starting in terms of money. In this scenario, in terms of number, we are going to study about. So let me explain you what is the general meaning when the profit is incurred and when the loss is incurred. But at the price, you go to the market, you buy valuables, you buy material from the market. The shopkeeper also buy the stuff which he is selling to you from somewhere, right? From somewhere he is buying this product. So the product at the cost for which he bought is known as cost price for him. For the shopkeeper buys the item is known as cost price, and the value at which he sells, it to you is called SP. At which it sells is SP. That is selling price. The name itself dictates its meaning, cost price and selling price. Of course, the shopkeepers are there to make profit and want to run profit, only then they can run their business. So always, generally it is a fact that when CP is less than your SP, the profit is incurred. Fine. That means your profit is, or in other terms, you will say the profit is your SP minus CP. Okay. SP minus CP. By chance, some product is a major failure in the market. Then the shopkeeper ends up selling it at a lower prices. Fine. At times, he runs a loss also, but that is a very rare occasion. But we have to keep provision for that as well. So I must say, if the selling price is less than the cost price, that means the loss is incurred, and the loss is calculated as CP minus SP. Fine. That means the CP is greater than the SP. Jisko usne kharida hai, that is more than the price at which he is selling the product. Okay. I hope the scenario is clear with you, because this is a very basic scenario. On the basis of this only, we're going to draw the formulas. Fine. Now proceeding on to the formulas of it. Okay. I hope you know that now you get to know the meaning of profit, loss, SP and CP. You get a clear picture of it. In the scenario, these are the list of formulas which you need to remember. Okay. So the first very basic formulas, list of formulas. Everybody's supposed to note it down, because in your last book, they were not complete formulas. So the questions were in completion. So I took the class in school as well, in order to do with that, but very meager students were there to attend the session. So please kindly note it down from here. The first one is your profit, simple profit term, right? How you're going to calculate if SP is greater than your CP. This is a very first basic formula. And now, and for the loss, the criteria is your CP is greater than the SP. Fine. So this is the loss amount. Try to understand. Okay. Don't mug up. Try to understand. Okay. That is why I've given you that picture of what is loss and what is profit and what is SP and what is CP, so that you should not mug up. You should understand the concept. Okay. Now the third is, since you have learned percentage, fine. You will say, man, in terms of profit, normal figure, we can say that this is 100 rupees is the profit on this project, 50 rupees is the profit on, but what is the percentage scenario? Because we talk generally in terms of percentage. So see how, if you have to calculate this profit percent, you know, always remember profit percent or loss percent, whatever you're calculating, that should be always calculated on the cost price only, no matter what. Okay, you have to calculate that on the cost price. Again, I'm repeating, the base should be taken as a cost price. That means always the percentage, the concept would remain the same, which I'm teaching you from last 2 days. Okay, dash out of dash. So that means the profit which you are incurred out of the CP into 100. Okay, compare with that which I have already taught you. The base would remain the same. Only these figures, these, you know, these terms are being changed in terms of the scenario. But I'm telling you profit percent, that means you have to calculate the profit percentage. So profit out of what? Profit out of cost price. Okay. In a similar manner, if I ask you to calculate loss percent, so you will say, ma'am, same scenario, loss out of CP, because I told you the base would remain the same, that is your cost price. Okay. These are the 4 basic formulas which were given in your 7th class book as well. Other formulas I'm going to tell you now. Fine. Let us browse little more on this topic. Now, suppose, you know, there are 3 elements in your question. Generally, there are 3 elements. If the question is of complex nature, generally there are 3 elements. That is your SP, your CP, your profit percent, or your profit amount. Fine. Or your, if not this scenario, then the other scenario of 3 elements is SP, CP, and your loss percent or your loss. Okay. So amongst these 3, 2 would be given to you and 1 would be missing. Fine. So how you're going to calculate? Suppose you are given the profit percent. Profit percent you are given, and you are given with your cost price. Okay. You are given the profit percent, you're given the cost price, and then you've been asked to calculate the selling price. Okay. Of course, it's very easy call because profit percentage is also calculated on your cost price only. The cost price is given. That's very simple. But mind you, there's a proper formula in order to quicken your calculations. And let's try to understand what the formula is. You have to calculate SP, and you've been given profit percent. First of all, when the profit percent is given, mind you, that means your selling price is greater than your CP. सबसे पहले ये ध्यान रखना, ठीक है? क्वेश्चन में लिखा नहीं होता. It's my own interpretation. आपको निकालना क्या है? सबसे पहले आपको ध्यान देना है. अगर आपको कॉस्ट प्राइस दिया हुआ है, आपको प्रॉफिट परसेंट दिया हुआ है, आपको बोला सेलिंग प्राइस, तो यू मस्ट नो द आइडिया ऑफ द आंसर दैट सेलिंग प्राइस इज गोइंग टू बी द ग्रेटर देन सीपी बिकॉज प्रॉफिट इज इंकर्ड. तभी तो प्रॉफिट परसेंट दिया है आपको. सबसे पहले ये क्लियर होना जरूरी है. अगर लॉस परसेंट दिया है तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपका सेलिंग प्राइस कम आएगा. और वो कम कैसे आएगा? वो फॉर्मूला वैसे ही एडजस्टेड है. माइंड यू माय स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज हाउ आई explained in the class also. But since you did not attend your regular sessions, I understand the scenario of the situation also. Everyone's flight, and but it's not late. You must know everything. ठीक है? आपको पता होना चाहिए. That's why I am putting an extra effort because it's not written anywhere. सबसे पहले जब जैसे प्रॉफिट परसेंट आया, अगर आपका कॉस्ट प्राइस दिया हुआ है, तो यू मस्ट नो कि जो सेलिंग प्राइस निकालना है वो सीपी से ज्यादा आएगा. सीपी अगर 100 रुपए दिया हुआ तो 100 से कुछ ज्यादा ही आएगा जो भी परसेंटेज दिया हुआ है. ठीक है? तो उसी के बेस पे देखो ये फॉर्मूला बन रहा है. अब ध्यान देना, एक चीज मैंने बताई थी. आई टोल्ड यू वन फैक्ट फ्रॉम लास्ट 2 days. आई हैव बीन टेलिंग यू. अभी वही फैक्ट अभी आपका यूज होगा इस फॉर्मूला में. वेरी क्विकली, बी वेरी शार्प, याद करो उन चीजों को एंड सी हाउ द फॉर्मूला इज बीइंग मेड. यू डोंट हैव टू मग अप. Generally, teachers they advocate that students to mug up. I don't advocate the child to mug up the formula. I'll always advocate to understand the formula so that it should be forever, right? You know that that SP, if the profit percent is there, the SP is greater. Okay, SP is greater. And see over here, if the profit percent is given, see how the formula is built up. 100 plus P%, fine, upon 100 into cost price is also given. Now watch over here. What is the answer of this one? You know, अभी जो ये फ्रैक्शन है, ये इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन का फॉर्म ले लिया है, क्योंकि 100 प्लस प्रॉफिट परसेंट इज गोइंग टू बी द वैल्यूएशन ऑफ न्यूमरेटर ग्रेटर देन द डिनोमिनेटर. तो आपका आंसर 1 को क्रॉस करेगा. 1 पॉइंट समथिंग जाएगा या 12 जाएगा, 13, वट एवर, बट 1 से बड़ा होगा आंसर. फाइन, बिकॉज इट्स इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन केस। सी है 100 प्लस पी, जब न्यूमरेटर बड़ा हो रहा है और नीचे सिर्फ आपका 100 है तो ऑफकोर्स न्यूमरेटर बड़ा है, तो आपका इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन होगा, तो आंसर आपका ग्रेटर वैल्यू का होगा। अगर ग्रेटर वैल्यू का होगा उसको अगर आप सीपी से इंटू करोगे तो आपको नंबर ज्यादा मिलेगा। ओके, तो दैट मीन्स आपका एसपी भी सीपी से तो बड़ा आएगा। सीपी अगर आपका 100 है, यहाँ पे अगर आपका 10 आया तो 10 इंटू 100 आपका 1000, दैट मीन्स 900 का आपको प्रॉफिट हो गया और आपका एसपी जो 1000 आ रहा है। यहाँ पे अगर 0.1, अगर आपका यहाँ पर 100 प्लस 3% इंटू सीपी है, अगर आपका 1.1 आया, ठीक है, 100, सपोज सीपी इज 100 and after calculating this you get 110, suppose 10% is the profit, so you will get 110 upon 100, so you will get 1.1. 1.1 into 100 is your 110, that is 10 rupees आपको प्रॉफिट हुआ था और आपका सेलिंग प्राइस जो है वो बड़ा आ गया। इस चीज को ध्यान रखना बेटा, always do remember this thing that on the basis of this the formula is set. Okay, now अगर loss हो, if the loss is there, you know the selling price is going to be lesser than the CP, तब आपका proper fraction आना चाहिए। See how selling price का देखो, अब आप, I'm giving you the formula, can I say SP is equals to, can I write 100 minus loss percent दिया होगा आपको, loss percent upon 100 into CP. Okay, so this is again, this is a case of proper fraction, the answer is going to be less than 1. 1 से less आएगा, of course आपका CP भी multiply होगा, तो less than 1 आपका CP कम, आपका SP is going to be less than, suppose ये 100 है, यहाँ पे आपका 0.1 आया, तो आपका क्या आएगा आंसर, समथिंग, yes, 100 minus, suppose it is loss is 10%, here it is the answer is 90 upon 100, so 90 can 0.9 आया, ठीक है, 0.9 into CP that is 90 rupees, तो आपका SP आपका 90 rupees आ गया because loss हुआ है। सबसे पहले डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर यही है, प्रॉफिट परसेंट है तो आपका आंसर क्या आने वाला है, लॉस है तो आंसर आपका क्या आने वाला है, क्या पूछा है आपसे। हो सकता है इट माइट बी द केस दैट आपको प्रॉफिट परसेंट और आपको सेलिंग प्राइस दिया हुआ है, अभी उसका भी फॉर्मूला आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू, एंड लॉस परसेंट और सेलिंग प्राइस, तो आपका आंसर कैसा आएगा आपको मालूम होना चाहिए। आफ्टर रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन, आफ्टर इंटरप्रेटिंग द क्वेश्चन, आफ्टर डिराइविंग द फैक्ट्स, यू मस्ट नो द आंसर, only then you can write it correctly और आपका आंसर कभी wrong नहीं होता। Generally these things confuse puzzle a lot, you know, that is a bundle of puzzlement, but not if you understand. Okay, now ये selling price के दोनों, मैंने आपको दोनों cases में आज given you the formulas regarding the profit percent and also regarding the loss percent also. Don't mug it up straight away, try to understand कि क्यों आंसर ऐसा आ रहा है, right? इसके बाद आप चेक करके देखना, कुछ भी फिगर्स डालो, यू विल गेट द वे आई एम टेलिंग यू। ओके, वी विल डू सर्टेन प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस आल्सो। नाउ इफ यू बीन आस्क्ड for the, if the cost price you need to derive and you are given the selling price and profit, so you know if the profit is income, your selling price is more, so your CP is going to be less. Fine, CP is going to be less, so how it is going to be less, 100 upon, if I write 100 plus profit percent, fine, into selling price. Now in this scenario, this is the proper fraction case. 100 plus P% हमने नीचे कर दिया, right? क्योंकि इससे हमारा प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन का आंसर जो होगा लेस देन 1 आएगा, तो आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आपको सेलिंग प्राइस से आपको आंसर कम मिलेगा, यू विल गेट अ लेस देन आंसर, तो रिड्यूस आंसर होगा, दैट इज द कॉस्ट प्राइस, बिकॉज इन द केस ऑफ प्रॉफिट सीपी इज लेस देन एसपी। द बेस यू शुड रिमेंबर, जितना भी लिखा है ये सारा का सारा बेस, इतनी सारी कहानी, वट एवर टेल आई एम टेलिंग यू, सागा, एंटायर सागा ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, यू मस्ट रिमेंबर इट। ओके, इन केस ऑफ लॉस you know the CP is going to be greater क्योंकि selling price less होता है, नुकसान में बेचा है, so how you are going to do 100, fine, 100 minus loss, so this is the case, अगर 100 में से loss percent अगर आप minus कर रहे हो, so this will become the case of improper fraction, answer is going to be more than 1, so into SP करोगे तो CP is going to be greater. Okay, I hope this picture is very much understandable by you. बेटा इसको सबको नोट करना और मेरे वीडियो को चाहे 4 times 5 times या 2-3 minutes का प्लीज डू वॉच टाइम एंड अगेन, so it should be very clear, आपको बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए, ठीक है। there is no scope that इससे बेटर आपको समझ आएगा, या मतलब I don't think so कि मैंने बहुत ही आपको इंडेप्थ जाके बता दें कि क्यों क्या कैसे, राइट, कि आंसर को पहले आप एसिमुलेट करोगे, उसके अकॉर्डिंग देखो फॉर्मूला बिल्कुल सेट बैठता है आपका। Now I'm going to do 4 numericals for you, And I hope that you are going to enjoy the session because with a better understanding of these concepts, इसको चाहे 4 बारी लिखो चाहे 5 बारी लिखो, do listen to my videos 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times with 100%. I can guarantee you that you're going to understand. Okay. Now coming on to the first question of the day. Okay. These questions you have never done before also because these are not from your old book. So let us start with it. Fine. And interpretation of the question also. Likewise, you will do in your 8th class also. You're going to be very comfortable if you understand all these concepts. Fine. Question number 1. A shopkeeper bought a chair, fine, for rupees 375. Okay, and sold it for rupees 400. Fine. Find its percentage. Fine. In this question, I did not mention what kind of percentage it is. So I told you the price at which a shopkeeper buys the stuff, buys the product, that is your CP. Okay, and at which it sells. He sold it for rupees 400. This is your SP. So how you're going to draw the fact that the CP is equal to rupees 375 and selling price is equal to rupees 400. From these two figures, you can easily make it out. You can easily figure out that the profit has entered because the SP is greater than the CP. So the profit is your SP minus CP. Fine. This is 400 minus 375. It will come out to be rupees 25 as the profit. But they ask for the profit percent. And I told you if you're going to figure out the profit percentage, it has to be on cost price. It has to be on the base price. Fine. So here I'm drawing the line. Profit percent is equal to the formula dictates like this. Profit upon CP into 100. Okay. So, and the profit is 25 and CP, I hope I'm feeding the right values, 375 into 100. And straightway this you can cancel out. 25 is a common, no, it is the common factor for this is your 375, 400 is fine. Yeah, the common factor we can take is of 25 only, fine, because the profit is 400, yes. So 25 on the 25, here 25 on the 25 and 15. Okay, so answer is your 100 upon 15, which you can further cancel it out by the factorization. That is 20 upon 3 and your answer is going to be a 6.6%. Fine, 6.6% is the profit percentage. You got the answer. Okay, this is the first question of the day. Everybody, please endorse in the notebook. Second question coming up on the board is, I hope this is understandable by you. Second question I'm writing on a board is, cost of an item is rupees 50. Fine. It was sold with a profit of 12%. It was sold with a profit of 12%. Fine. Find the selling price. Find the SP. Now, in this question, see what all information is given. The cost of an item is rupees 50. That means the CP is given rupees 50 and the profit percent is given. This is 12%. What is your SP? SP, you need to find it out. Okay. This question is based on the complex formula which I gave you, last 4 formulas. You have to make out the selling price. Of course, in this case, the profit is incurred. So you know that the selling price is going to be the greater amount, greater than the CP. And greater will come only when it forms the improper fraction. So can I do it like this: 100 plus P% upon 100 into cost price. I have used all the elements, CP, profit person. I made the improper fraction also, and I know that I'm going to get the good answer out of it. Fine, the way it has to come because the profit is income. So 100 plus 12 upon 100 into CP. I fed the values 50. Fine. So here I'm doing, I've drawn the line over here. So 112, the next step is 112 upon 100. And beta, please mind it that CBSE demands for proper sequencing of the steps. Okay, you don't have to omit any of the steps, especially this formula part. You have to write it. Now coming on to here for this 5 to the, and here it is 56. So your profit SP is rupees, your rupees 56. See, CP was 50, and your SP has come out to be 56. So it is greater amount, profit is incurred, SP is greater than CP. The way I told you, I have proven also. The second question, I'm doing these 4 productive questions. Please do it with your own hands. 4 times 5, it should be very concrete. Only then you will be very comfortable in your 8th class. Okay. Third question for the day coming up on the board is, see here. I hope this is very easy sale for you, right? Give me in the comment section, give me in the Zoom session your feedback that whether you have understood or not. Was it an easy sale? Or if you still have any doubt, beta, so you are most welcome. Please speak up to your teachers. I'm more than happy to talk to you. Okay. Question number 3. Question number 3 coming up on the board is, an article was sold for rupees 250. Fine. With the profit of 5%. With the profit of 5%, what was its cost price? What was it? Cost price. Fine. In this scenario, the interpretation is your selling price is rupees. Selling price is equal to rupees 250, and your profit percent is equal to 5%. Okay. And you need to find out the cost price. Now, in this case, since selling price is given, profit percent is given, cost price is going to be lesser than the SP. Fine. Cost price is going to be the lesser than the SP. So you have to form, in order to get the answer lower than the SP, the fraction should be proper. Okay, then you will get the less than 1 answer, and you will multiply, you will get the figure accordingly. See here, I'm going to feed it in the formula. CP is equal to 100 plus P% into selling price. This will give you the improper, this is the proper fraction form. Fine. So you are going to get the answer less than 1 over here of this fraction, and when you will do SP, the CP is going to be reduced. See here, this is going to be proved also. 100, I'm feeding the value. 100 plus 5 into selling price is 250. Fine. So here I'm doing the next step. 100 upon 105 into 250. Fine. 100 upon 105 into 250. Okay. So here we go now for the further calculation. Okay, now we have the common factor as 5 for this. So it is coming out to be 21. It is coming out to be 50. So in the numerator side, we have 5,000. And this is what you have in the denominator, that is 21. If you start dividing it, you will get the answer in decimals, that is rupees 238.09. Fine. 238.09 is going to be the answer after dividing. It's very easy. 21 to the 42, you will get 80. Then 21 into 3. Fine. So on. You keep doing the rough work also in order to support your answer. This is the final answer for this. Rupees 238.09. And now you can well see well observed that the 250 is greater than 238. So it is proven that after adding the profit, you're getting the SP as a greater amount than the CP, the way I told you. Okay. Now, the last question for the day is, see here, the last question for the day, question number 4. It is also a very good question. And I believe now you are enjoying the session also. You enjoy the feel of doing this question. Otherwise, the most of students, they get bewildered. Okay, it becomes a bundle of confusion at times, but I try my best to give the clearer picture of it. So please do practice. Practice is the only key, which you're going to help you a lot, okay, to make you lead in the subject. Now, question number 4. An item was sold for rupees 540. An item is sold for rupees 540, right? At a loss of 5%. At a loss of 5%.
Yes, students, coming on to the last question, there was some technical anomaly, so I just sorted it out. That's why now I have noted down the question also. Please, an item is sold for rupees 540 at a loss of 5%. What was its cost price? So here the parameters which are given are your selling price, rupees 540, your loss percent. Your loss percent is 5%, and your cost price, you need to find it out. Fine. Now here the loss percent is there. So how you're going to do, you have to reduce SP. For loss percent, that means your CP amount is going to be greater than the SP. So you need to have an improper fraction. How it is going to come? 100 upon 100 minus loss percent into SP. And this implies I'm putting the values 100 upon 100 minus 5 into SP, that is your 540. Okay, so I'm solving over here. The next step is 100 upon 95 into 540. Okay, 100 upon 95 into 540. So 100 upon 95 into 540. So how you're going to do? 5 is a common factor. I'm taking 20. This is 19. So this will come out to be, yes, this will come out to be your 10. The next step is 10800 upon 19. So the final answer you're going to get is rupees 568.4. Fine. The CP is coming out to rupees 568.4 after dividing this 10,800 by 19. 19.5, the 95 and so on, then 19.6, then 19.8, then the decimal will start. You're gonna do the rough work also to support your answer. Here you can see SP is rupees 540 and the CP is 568.4. This is something to be observed. Okay, this is something to be observed that your CP is greater than your SP, and as a loss is incurred, the way I told your theory, it is proving the fact also. And these are the 4 questions for today. You need to endorse all these questions in the notebook to have a better understanding of profit and loss. And I hope this session was very useful for you and you have understood the better picture of profit and loss. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Tomorrow there's a Zoom session. We'll go live for the doubts. So all of you are most welcome. God bless you all. Thank you.